Okay, how about this? Is this a thing? Today I figured out how to tell how rich a neighborhood is.
Ooh.
By how many baby Bjorns are in a Costco on a weekday.
Those are those fancy strollers. Oh, baby Bjorn.
You gotta get with the program. That's when you strap your baby to you like in
a sarong.
You can do it that way. See, when you go out to Costco and it's rich.
Sorry, I'm divorced.
There's a mom. She has perfectly highlighted hair, and then she got 3 kids. She got 3 kids on the ground. 3 kids ground level.
Fresh frosted tips.
We don't be doing frosted tips. This isn't. It's gonna be me.
She's got a Brazilian blowout.
Yeah, more like that. Actually, she got
balayage.
Oh, yeah, balayage is still around. It's falling out of favor, but I don't know what people are doing.
Let's go to our fashion correspondent.
Anyway, but when
I can call a hairdresser.
Okay, here's the rich people's kids. They don't have like Spider-Man shirts. They don't have like plain dirty shirts. They have like
polo shirts.
Yeah, 3 kids in golf polos.
Yeah.
Matching, even though they're not twins, you know?
Yeah.
But then...
lots of horizontal stripes.
Yeah. And then the mom also has one in the baby Bjorn. And
wow.
See, I was there today. That's amazing. And I figured out more baby Bjorns per capita means you can't afford homes in the area.
You can or can't?
Can't.
Oh, you can't.
Rich.
If you see a lot of Bjorns.
More Bjorn, more mortgage that you can't afford.
The Bjorn to price housing ratio is parallel.
Parallel. You walk in to the lodge house and you see the papoose. Many papooses? Puppies?
Papayas? Papay?
Papoosies?
Whoa.
Then you know.
Explicit.
Then you know people are rich. See, 'cause poor people...
Papoosies.
Poor people, they're not going to spend $120 on something you can do with your arm.
Hold a kid.
Yeah, you can just do that with your arm. But they have to pay $1,700 for their studio apartment. And they don't have money.
That's the truth.
They don't have money, but they do have 2 arms. And you can get around. You can get away with.
I have always wanted to have one of those baby. If I ever have a kid, the baby like hiking backpack where the baby's just like on the back.
Oh yeah,
and it's got like the little awning over it.
Yeah, those are cool.
I would do that.
Save your money.
I know.
You'll be driving a Mercedes before you have a
baby backpack. Maybe I can just like retrofit an REI backpack, cut some holes in it for like the arms and legs and whatnot.
They have a cool one. It's like they stand on it.
What baby wants to stand for a whole hike?
It's not a baby. It's more for like a little bit older. Toddler.
Like 7?
Yeah. I'm not 7. They better be doing their own.
Doing their own what?
Hiking.
Okay.
But they do have those strappy ones, the sarong ones.
The sarong, I thought, is just like one piece of fabric.
But even that is a power move. Because it's sort of like...
That's like the hippie power move.
It's sort of like, I paid $120 for this, but I'm also smart because I can like Rubik's Cube me and my baby together.
Origami.
Yeah. Asian.
Why not? You know what they also have at Costco, though? You know, Costco you could use to carry your baby around, you know, wrap them up to your body. They have those giant industrial-sized saran wraps.
Yeah.
You could just saran wrap it to your chest or whatever and be on your way.
Anyway, that's sort of what I figured out today at Costco. More baby Bjorns or baby Bjorn adjacent products.
This is the Costco that's within earshot of Canterwood.
Yeah.
because
it's something I made up.
If I go to my Costco,
it's Costco during the weekday. That's the whole thing. It's in the middle of the day, so it's like there's all these like workout moms there with their kids.
Ain't that
so fit? I got a couple updates. I got a bad update first, quick. Remember last time when
probably not
when it was you did. I was feeling fine. I was starting to get a little bit tired.
I was feeling fine when we started.
Yes. At the end of the do you remember by the end of the last episode? I
haven't listened to it yet, so whatever you're about to say, I might not.
It wasn't like what you said, but by the end of the recording, you were fully reclined and you were just talking like this. And your eyes were closed. You were just like talking like this.
I don't.
And I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to go. And you're like telling me stuff. Like this.
I really don't remember that.
And usually for me, if I have anything to drink, I get sleepy.
Yeah.
I get first number one, dizzy, but number two, sleepy.
I felt good until I must have just been.
I think you were. Maybe just normal tired.
Yeah. What was that day? Friday.
Because you didn't go crazy. I
had one more than you.
But I had 2 at the place.
I had 3 at the place.
No, when we went out after, you had half a beer at the wheel.
Oh, but I had 3 at the comedy club.
Yeah.
You had 2 at the wheel?
Yeah, dog.
And then I got home and I did a Bud Light seltzer.
Anyways.
Anyway,
yeah. Anyway,
I fell asleep. So sorry if you listened to that. I haven't listened to it yet, actually.
Oh, it's so funny. It's just.
Yeah,
I still don't know what you meant.
I felt good.
Yeah, the episodes were just like random.
Yeah.
They weren't like bad, but they were just like
jump around, jump up to get down.
But. Anyway, one of the things I was saying is my theory about like why are we driving cars that we could be driving $5,000 cars,
right?
And instead we're driving $50,000 cars. And I saw an article today that said after the pandemic and how the places had to like manage their inventory and stuff like that, they realize they don't have to have as many cheap cars. They're changing their pricing. What they're doing is they're rolling back their inventory and jacking up their prices because it's more efficient.
This is regular old car lots.
Yeah, car lots, car dealerships. That's what they're called.
Yeah,
dealerships. So they're raising car and truck prices like 10% because
they've limited. Quantity, but they really don't have limited quantity.
But they're sort of like massaging. Now they know like what, just like we were talking about gas, they know what price point people will pay.
That's crazy.
So
I just heard last
if they can get people to pay 8% more, but like get rid of all their $20,000, $25,000 cars.
Yeah,
they're gonna do that.
I just heard last night this guy. He used to work for an RV company. Like Posbo RV or whatever, something like that. And
you're gonna like the way you look.
Is that Posbo RV?
No. Men's Warehouse.
Oh, Men's Warehouse, yeah.
I guarantee it.
Buy 1 get 3 free suits.
The beard guy.
So yeah, he worked there previously. And he's like retired now, but his boss was like, "Hey, do you want to come work at this new location?" And he's like, "I guarantee you'll sell whatever this number was a week, like guaranteed, if not more." He said people are just walking in, paying whatever price. No like haggling, no deals, no nothing. They're even like ordering stuff with to spec whatever they want on these RVs, and it's like,
why?
I don't know. It's just like, I don't know if it's like all the California people coming up to Washington, because it was like towards Idaho. It was like Spokane, I think. Mm-hmm. And it was like, he's like, we literally don't stop selling them.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense. The California exodus.
Yeah.
Idaho is just like,
isn't that crazy?
Blowing up.
Yeah, Idaho.
And
Spokane. When I went to the DMV there on one of my layovers, and the guy said, like, and this was 2 years ago. 2 years ago now. He said 70% of the time he's just switching people's IDs over from California to Washington.
Wow.
Did you see Texas got 2 new House of Representatives and California lost 2?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I saw New York lost 1, and they needed to count like 80 more people.
Oh, really?
To not lose it.
I didn't see that one.
So they were talking about why census is.
Why'd you have to say bubblegum?
And it's in your head now?
Yeah, now it's in my head that the Bud Light Seltzer watermelon mojito tastes like bubblegum. Fake bubblegum.
It tastes like bubblegum flavor.
Bubblegum fluoride from the dentist.
Yeah.
When you went to the dentist, what fluoride did you get? Mint, bubblegum, grape? Something else?
Probably bubblegum. Because it was like, it's not the best, but it's just a little bit of excitement for your mouth.
I think I started just going mint because...
Well, I think
even as a kid, because I was like, this
trauma.
Yeah, they were ruining the grape and bubble gum and whatever flavors. They were always like too weird. I was like, just give me the one that tastes like toothpaste.
Let's see, cars. Oh yeah. So I read that article today, and I do want to clarify one thing. I don't need to, because I just let my words stand for what my words are. But just in case you thought we were making fun of breast augmentation lady last 2 weeks ago. No.
There's nothing negative against her.
I think people say like men objectify women or whatever. And I think that's true.
Yep.
I don't think that's necessarily... I mean, I think there is a way in which that could be wrong, but men just tend to objectify not just women, lots of different things. It's the way our brains work. Our brains work differently than women's brains.
Yeah.
And part of the function of that is being able to see things more objectively. And but I ran it by a couple people about the shape, because we were talking about the flattened.
So just flat chest, like flat clavicle, and then just...
In my mind, they were like lower than you'd want to be.
Significantly low.
It was like flat, and then,
like I said, half a kickball.
But somebody said it could have been that they lost weight, like lost a bunch of weight.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but what happens is then you lose like your natural fat and natural plump there.
Yeah.
And so maybe you get a surgery done, but then you don't have the natural fat to sort of fill in.
Yeah.
There. So you don't have that natural... that's what I mean. It's just sort of like, hey, would you talk about?
They still were like so large though, like so like wide.
Oh yeah.
What's that, radius?
Yeah, ulna.
No, not the bone, not the bone. The boner geometry.
What is this?
The geometry term. Radius. The distance. No, that's the diameter.
Yeah.
Maybe. Radius is the 3-dimensional.
Right. Well, no. That's just circle. That could be 2D.
Radius is half.
No, radius is distance around. Oh, wait.
No, radius is half.
That's circumference.
Radius is half of the diameter.
Radius is distance across.
Diameter is distance across. Radius is from the center to the outside. Give it a go. I got 100% in geometry.
Okay, go.
Go where?
You know what I didn't like when you were taking the SAT?
Never took it.
You didn't take it to go to OC band?
No, I did not. Go to community college jazz band did not require SAT.
Okay, well, I took it, and I didn't study for it or anything, but it's like the math on it was like geometry.
I should have taken it.
And it was like, yeah, I haven't taken this since 8th grade.
Oh, because I did geometry in high school as well.
You can take it. It's like 8th or 9th.
Well, yeah, I did it in 9th grade at private school. And so then when I did it in high school, I got 100% on it without studying or anything because I had just done it.
Let me go to my dictionary app. Paid app.
You pay for a dictionary app?
That's how much I love the dictionary.
But why not just Google the dictionary?
I like
dictionary.com.
Dude, offline.
Oh, offline.
I got to get, and I pay for the etymology and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you
encyclopedia.
You can just bookmark the page as a link on your homepage.
No. Until now, I haven't had a real phone.
True.
So it's like important.
It's like the old game shows where it's like, you've won the Britannica Encyclopedia 1981.
You came upon it at the end. A straight line extending from the center of a circle or sphere to the circumference or surface.
But that just happens to be...
And the length of such a line.
D divided by 2 equals R because the distance would be double that.
Yes. What are you, Pythagoras' cousin or something?
It's right here. Your baby.
Fibonacci.
Note to listeners,
but it's like
Will flexing his Fibonacci spiral tattoo.
Don't flex too hard. You're getting the ratios out of whack. But that's kind of funny. When some people say like, well, you wouldn't say that to their face if they were here or whatever. And it's kind of like, yeah, of course you wouldn't say it to her face, but this is
if I knew her for a little while, I'd say, so what's the deal here?
Exactly. And I wouldn't be like, so what's the deal? But it's like,
can I ask you, why are your boobs so low? Not hanging low, but just start low.
Okay, that is, yes, because I'm a person, I feel like even if I get embarrassed, I will get to the point where I will talk about anything, even if it's embarrassing about me.
Right.
I guess not everybody is that way, but I kind of get myself into trouble because I was like, let's say, I don't know, but let's say that this lady is unhappy with the surgery she got, or either, whatever. If they ended up that way, or if that's how the surgery went and she wasn't exactly happy with it, I would expect in my mind, like that's how I like to figure out how I live with my, embarrassing things or disappointments or whatever. Part of the best thing is to just talk about them, laugh about them, get over it. And because I mean something like that, unless you reverse it or change it or whatever, you're sort of stuck with it. Some things you are literally just, can't change about yourself. So it's like, you learn to live with the embarrassing things about yourself, but not everybody's like that,
Right.
Not everybody would be like, hey, your boobs are sort of like messed up. Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about
why are your boobs so messed up, and how much money did you spend on them to have them be so messed up?
But it's like, no, of course I wouldn't talk about that. And
she probably had like breast cancer and they got removed, and then this is her,
And that's what I mean. It's like, sometimes the way you objectify somebody is a positive because you're talking about it in an objective way. It's not, It doesn't have to do with who she is as a person. Yeah, it's not a judgment.
Negative connotation.
It's not even a negative. Yes.
It's just the facts.
It's just a thing. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah. It's like if someone like lost a leg or like, how'd you lose your leg? It doesn't.
I want her to be like, oh, I had, G's, and then I lost a bunch of weight, and then I had
still stuck nothing. With the G's, yeah.
And so I needed them back. It's like,
or no, she got G implants when she was more triple C thick, and then she lost the weight, and now she's still stuck with the G's.
There we go.
Ain't nothing but a J thing.
And why didn't you laugh at the show?
Yeah, and why are you talking?
And that's another thing. It's like,
that's where we do have a personal problem with
you. It's like she was in my sight line. And I'm sorry, but it's like as much as I wanted to pay attention to comedy, when you got breastises hanging out,
yeah,
it's like you're just thinking like consciously like, don't look at the breastises.
Yeah, like a liar. When he's in the elevator.
Yeah. What's he say?
What, something about milkies or something. Yeah. And he does that.
Too bad he's into like philosophy and stuff now.
I know, because remember also Ace Ventura 2, where it's like, your balls are showing. Bumblebee tuna.
I only accept Ace Ventura 1.
Oh, I like 2 way better than 1.
Oh wait, 2. Oh yeah, 2. 2
is the like.
I was
Africa
thinking.
one.
Sorry, yeah. I was thinking Dumb and Dumber.
Oh no.
Which I've only seen clips of. And
no,
spare me.
No. Yeah, no.
Did they do a 3? No, but 2 is funny. I think I saw that in the theater with Dad.
With Dad? I didn't even know he liked 1.
I don't know if he did.
Weird. Was Dumb and Dumber 2 the one where they had like other actors playing them as teenagers?
No,
something?
that was Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
No. 2 is the jungle, and then he does the what's the slinky down the thing?
That's Ace Ventura 2.
That's what I said. Oh, shoot. Dang it.
Yeah, the slinky down the big like Mayan Peruvian temple.
Yeah. Dude, I'm all over the place. Am I you last time?
You're about to fall asleep. Stroke out.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that I was kind of like in my head, I want to check myself. I'm like, am I being cool to this person? And
yeah.
I was kind of thinking like, would you say that to her face? And it's like,
to an extent.
In some ways, no. Yeah. But in some ways, if she was a friend of mine.
Yep.
And that's what she looked like, we talk about it all the time.
Exactly.
It's all we talk about. It's all we have in common.
So I moved to Tacoma in January.
Dramatic.
Who's the guy? He does like the murder mysteries. And he's like, and oh really? And the guy.
You always ask me that. I never know
the guy from SNL.
Yeah.
Is it Nightline? Is that what it's called?
Dateline.
The Dateline guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, her arms were cut off. Her ears were cut off. Oh, really? But it was not the end of the story. Anyway, I don't do a good impression.
I never watched it.
Who's the SNL guy that does a good impression?
Oh, it's not Bob Saget.
Not Will Forte.
Yeah.
It's the other.
I can't think of it. He's on the show Barry. He is. He did that Skeletons movie.
Yep.
With Kristen Wiig.
Yep. That's
Kristen Wiig and... Dude, that's when you know you're getting old. It's like you can't remember actors' names and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, you moved to Tacoma very dramatically.
Yep. Because I got divorced.
No, you started the story dramatically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was, there was drama, TBH.
Not really, though.
Pre-drama. The divorce is kind of like...
That was the non-dramatic part. Anyway, moved to Tacoma, and I just happened to, this wasn't in my choice of finding a place to live. It just happens to be that if you go one block that way.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, that way. Behind the old TCC is good old fashioned Chick-fil-A. And that is a problem. A couple of problems have occurred over the last 4 months. I moved in a block within Chick-fil-A, and then also I think I talked about this before, memorized my debit card number.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Rash guard. Last episode.
Yeah.
Will text me. What did we say about rashes?
Yeah. And then I did remember the rash guard. One sentence. And
before you stroked up.
Before I stroked up. And so it's becoming
Chick-fil-A debit card.
It's becoming a problem because Chick-fil-A has an app now.
Never put the app.
I get free stuff.
That's exactly.
So this is what happened. I was going through the line.
Gamification.
Yep, I was going through the line, and I placed my order. And as I'm between the order, which by the way, Chick-fil-A and their customer service and ordering is off the charts. Not just like better than other places. It's like 10 times better than other places.
I heard one place. I heard people joke about this, and then I think one place they actually did vaccines. They said people were like, put Chick-fil-A in charge of the vaccines because they're ordering blah, 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 blah. But I think somewhere they actually did ask for help from like
how to organize the like drive-through and stuff. Yeah, so this is a dual lane drive-through. Only once have I ever even ordered from the like little box, the menu box, the little speaker, because they have multiple people out there with iPads taking your order. Like as soon as you come up, when it's pouring down rain, they have these little like minion suits, I call them, because they're like yellow little tents that they're in, and little arms come out of them that like protect them from the weather. They have like backpack straps, and then it's like a little tent.
Yes.
And so they're like taking your order, getting your name, saying my pleasure, and they just have it all organized. And so then one day after I do the ordering and I'm in between the order and the window, here's another top tier thing they do. If some bozo ordered 50 whatevers in front of you for his whole family and it's taking forever at the window,
they send them off.
They send your food back to you while they're waiting on that food. Like if they're waiting on something else.
They don't send them out. One thing I do like now is when they send everybody to the little waiting lot.
So they don't have a waiting lot because that's their like pickup. They have like a pickup lot. So if you want to just like pick up.
If you're just ordering ahead or whatever.
But they will like have them drive forward to like 2 spaces, but the line still doesn't get to like leave. But they'll bring you your food, so you can start snacking on those bag fries. You can have your soda pop, whatever.
You could be done with your meal before you get to the window.
Almost.
Window.
Oh yeah, and so that's top tier.
Gamification is a strategic attempt to enhance system services, organizations, activities in order to create similar experiences to those experienced when playing games in order to motivate and engage users. This is generally accomplished through the application of game design elements and game principles in non-game contexts. It can also be defined as a set of activities or processes to solve problems by using or applying the characteristics of game elements. Gamification commonly employs game design elements to improve user engagement, organizational productivity, flow, learning, crowdsourcing, knowledge retention, employee recruitment and evaluation, ease of use, usefulness of systems, physical exercise, traffic violations, voter apathy, public attitudes or alternative energy, and more. A collection of research on gamification shows that a majority of studies on gamification finds that it has positive effects on individuals. However, individual and contextual differences exist.
Thank you.
Terms and services apply.
Ask your doctor. I always love when they say ask your doctor. It's like, isn't the doctor supposed to tell me? Anyway, what's with that?
As if you can walk to anywhere and can you give me a Zerflexia?
Yeah, hit me with that Zizapran 45. I saw it on my commercial when I was watching, The Price is Right.
Oh, the colon fortification pill? Let me just grab that.
Exactly.
Not that I need colon fortification.
So I was in line. And
why was that the first thing?
There's an extra minion out there, and I'm like, what's going on here? In between the order and the window.
Did you order on the gamified app?
Yes. That was another reason. Why is this new person talking to me? Because also social anxiety. Why do I want to talk to someone else and roll down my window when I'm trying to listen to this podcast that says bad words?
Twat.
Queef. And so I rolled down the window. She's like, have you downloaded the app? And I was like,
I'm here, aren't I?
It's like, I've looked at the website, I think. And she's like, oh, well, download the app. And we're giving out these little things for people that have the app. But she still gave it to me. It was a sauce holder that connects to your vent in your car.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
I don't eat in my car, though, because I live 1 block from the Chick-fil-A. So I just come back here and it's still hot. I mean, I do the bag fries. But so then I was like, okay, then let's see what all this app is about. And yeah, you get the points. If you just for downloading it, you got something free. Every time I've ordered on the app since then, I've gotten a free thing from whatever her name is.
Anna. Okay, wait. Let's see.
It's the owner. That comes like from the owner.
Oh. Wait. She's the owner, Chick-fil-A. Kathy. Dan and Kathy. Somebody. Oh, what's her name? Dan and Kathy. It's not Chick-fil-A.
Bates. Oh, here's one right here. Here it is. I just got one.
Bates? That's what it is for real?
No, it's
No, that's not it.
Lene Scheller.
Okay, that's not the owner.
Thanks for mobile ordering through our drive-thru with the Chick-fil-A app. Earn free treats and be entered to win Chick-fil-A for a year. Lene Schneller. That's a lot of consonants before a vowel. Schneller. Schneller. Chick-fil-A operator for Crest. German.
Dan Kathy.
And so I just earned a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. Free Chick-fil-A sandwich. What do you know about that? Huh?
Nothing.
I've gotten free brownies. I've gotten free Chick-fil-A sandwiches. All sorts of free stuff because they're all trying to push this app. And it's like, joke's on you. I was coming here anyway.
Joke's on you. You're addicted.
And so that's where I'm at now. I'm addicted. And this is when I had a realization that I was addicted. I ordered something the other day and I couldn't even finish it. Chicken nuggets.
But you finished it.
No. Well, I finished it the next day because I saved them for whatever reason because I felt bad for ordering them. And so I put them in the fridge, and the next day I'm making some chicken chow mein. And then
Who am I right now? Who am I? Whoa! 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 That's you on the slippery slope, my friend.
I was really trying to figure out. It's like a Brad Garrett. I don't know.
Oh.
Brad Garrett doing Eddie Munster.
Look up Brad Garrett, Jiminy Glick. I went on a Jiminy Glick.
Oh, I've done that many a times. Yeah. And I'm on the slippery slope. So I go into my fridge while I'm making chicken chow mein. And I'm like, do
you want to look like me, Will?
I got these.
This is an intervention.
I got these nugs in here, so I threw them in the chow mein. And it was
okay. That's not bad. Tammy does that a lot.
It was pretty good, but it was at the point where I was like, why do I even have leftover Chick-fil-A in my fridge? That was the real problem. So I'm not a big leftover guy. It's like if I didn't eat it, why am I going to have a eighth of a meal from a restaurant that's now cold and whatever, and
the
next day.
Oh, from a restaurant? No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Unless it's like freaking teriyaki or something.
Yeah, or like something like a lot of times Mexican I'll save because then I'll just like add like eggs and whatever like to the sauce.
It has to be
and rice.
It has to be
whatnot.
plain enough to save, or else it's just mush.
Yeah, and you have to have it reheating, a correct reheating source.
Yeah.
Like who does leftover soup?
But I do like to do leftovers because I like the challenge of like making something new out of it.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like with Mexican, I'll usually
fun.
do that. I usually turn it into breakfast. Add some eggs, whatever. Don't, because we had
You can't go back-to-back meals.
chilaquiles. Oh, I'll go back-to-back meals on purpose. I'll have pizza for lunch and dinner.
No.
I'll have Chick-fil-A for lunch and dinner.
Ugh. That's beyond even me. And I've done some gross things.
I know, and I'm saying I have a problem, and I'm letting the people know publicly so I can be accountable.
Is that what it takes?
Yeah, because I'm addicted, and it's convenient.
Yeah, that's part of it.
That's what I was thinking about too. I don't get like sold on a lot of things, a lot of like advertisements and
you
whatnot.
downloaded the app just because some random girl told you to.
She gave me a sauce holder. I don't get sold on a lot of like products online or whatever, advertisements, things like that, unless it is about me being lazy and it being convenient. So it's like, oh, if it's something where I can just, it saves me effort, that's where I'm sold. I don't get really sold on like new technology, like the cool new thing, or everyone's doing it or stuff like that. If I get sold on how lazy can I be,
yeah,
that's where I get sold on advertising.
I do kind of like new things. 'Cause sometimes you just feel like you need a spark or something. That gets me. You get new clothes though.
I got new clothes because I recently discovered and memorized my debit card. Discovered this website where it's like super cheap clothes.
But you don't buy clothes a lot.
Before finding this super cheap website.
Yeah.
Shein, Shein.
Super cheap. Super cheap.
I would buy clothes like at Christmas, and that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe like one pair of shorts in summertime or something.
I sometimes do like the retail therapy thing where it just like you're sort of depressed, so you buy something so that it like gives you a little bit of. I mean, not on purpose. I don't thoughtfully like, hey, treat myself. It's like stave away.
For me, that's
the depression.
For me, that's the Chick-fil-A and ice cream. Ice cream too.
Also, for some reason. Okay.
I would be lying to you if I said I didn't have ice cream before cooking dinner tonight.
I know Tammy mentioned ice cream before I left, and it sounds so good.
Maybe
we should have some between eps.
Okay, I got Ben & Jerry's milk and cookies. It's my favorite Ben & Jerry's. It has regular cookie dough and Oreo.
I could just go for a couple bites. That would just be perfect.
I got it.
Because that steak was so like proteiny.
So you need some dairy to really just...
Yeah. I was like, I ate your meat. Let me eat your milk.
Oh, boy. It's going on a t-shirt.
Why did that sound disgusting? I thought it would sound awkward, but then it sounded disgusting. Anyways.
It's the inflection.
If you're a disgusting person along with us, please share this podcast.
The Bad Brothers Podcast.
Bad Brothers Podcast. We've been discussing some merchandise as well. We got some ideas.
Send your merch ideas. We're trying to keep them affordable. We're trying to keep them comfortable because I have sensory issues.
Well, and also Prindle.Ridge.Farm sent us some stuff, so I feel like we're going to have to send her stuff. So then it's like...
Oh, yeah.
It can't be too expensive.
We'll send her some summer clothes for Florida.
Yeah. Come back to Washington. Quit bragging.
We get it. There's a pool.
Okay.
Felt like I got to talk so much this episode.